Alrighty. Well, good morning, everyone. And again, on behalf of the class and Tom, thank you all for being here. We've all been working pretty hard on this, and it's been a really fun and interesting project to work on. So, as Tom mentioned, I will be kind of presenting the master plan that'll just kind of give you a brief overview of our site, as well as the individual. There's 8 projects, well, technically 9, but there's 8, not including mine. Um, and I'll basically just be kind of briefly going over them, and then I will leave it up to the groups to kind of go into more detail about it. So let me, alrighty. So again, these are 8 project concepts that focus on leveraging the outdoor economy and sustaining regional natural resources along the Great Florida Riverway. So what is the Great Florida Riverway? It is the Ocklawaha, Silvers, and St. Johns rivers. This river system is a great environmental, economic, and recreational asset to north central Florida, and it should be enhanced and continue to be protected. So this regional map kind of shows here you have on the right hand side, you obviously have the St. Johns River, you have Jacksonville up to the north. Then as you go down, you have Palatka and then Ocala, the 2 red dots. And this red box is kind of our project area, mainly focused around the Ocklawaha River. That's where majority of our projects are falling. So a little bit of history about the river itself. The Ocklawaha River is the largest tributary of the St. Johns River. Its headwaters begin in the Green Swamp area near Lake Apopka, and then it flows north towards Ocala here, and then past Silver Springs. And then as it flows north, it meets Lake Rodman, where it then flows on into the St. Johns River. And then it has been and continues to be a place of rich history and beauty. For example, it has a rich history of historic steamboat use. It has about 20 submerged springs, and then it also is a great place for viewing wildlife and other nice environmental aspects. And then it also has a lot of historic sites or just notable landmarks like Rodman Dam, Rodman Reservoir, as well as the Buckman Locks, which were a part of the this idea of having a cross-Florida barge canal. So our project premise, as Tom mentioned earlier, is kind of about this idea of what could some of these projects look like if the river were to be restored, and this idea that in the 1960s, as a part of the Cross-Florida Barge Canal, which is this line here, Rodman Dam was constructed, which then created Lake Rodman. However, the dam is kind of at the end of its lifespan, and it needs to be addressed of either putting money into the dam to repair it, or there's an idea of breaching the dam, which would then restore the flow of the river down here. And this blue line roughly demarcates the natural channel of what that river would look like. So Lake Rodman would be drained, and then the Buckman Locks would be plugged. And yeah, these 8 conceptual projects are really focused on envisioning recreational and environmental opportunities that could add value to a restored river system and the surrounding river communities, thus improving and adding just monetary benefits to the local areas. So our project types are kind of centered around either recreational or environmental use. However, a lot of them, as I'm sure you'll find, kind of mix the two together. So just for some context here, down near Ocala, we kind of have the Manatee and Fish Conservation Group, which is located along most of the river. We have a steamboat river trail, we have an outdoor center, and then we have a wildlife corridor. So I'll be briefly going over these, but our first project is the Buckman Angler Outdoor Center, located at the Buckman Locks, and it's focused on the creation of a state-of-the-art sports fishing hub that provides amenities and access to the St. Johns River for serious anglers. And some benefits would obviously be to the community, so giving them a place to go, launch their boats, and enjoy. They propose a outdoor center, so opportunity for shopping, which would be good for the economy, as well as also just providing a nice place to have recreational amenities. our next project is the it's kind of two projects in one. It's located at or and near the Rodman Dam. It's the Kirkpatrick Outdoor Recreation Center as well as the Ocklawaha Gateway Bridge. So currently, this orange circle is where the dam is, and in between we would have a kind of a underpass park with a boat ramp, as well as also, if the river were to be restored, there would be a bridge that would obviously span the river itself and connect the two, and it would tie into greenways and also allow for other opportunities like fishing. So the benefits would be environmental, recreational, and just focused on economy. Our next project is a environmental project. It is the Ocala to Osceola National Forest Corridor, otherwise known as the O2O. And its intent is to really express the opportunities to create critical linkages, um, and how a restored river would infect that and would increase the animal's ability to cross the area. So with restoration, um, there would be a bunch of opportunities to continue on to add to um, this. I believe it actually goes all the way up to Georgia, so it's a pretty big corridor. So some benefits would be environmental, recreational, and economical for people to get involved as well. So our next one is also a environmental project. It is the Ocklawaha River Manatee and Fish Habitat Conservation, and it is really to visualize a restored Ocklawaha River with thriving manatee and fish populations by enhancing and protecting habitat, while also providing the opportunity to kind of draw people in and really showcase the importance of the manatee and fish populations to the river. So again, more benefits for environmental and recreational and economical, and it's mainly located from all up and down the river, from the Buckland Knocks all the way to Silver Springs. And then our next one is a river trail, the Ocklawaha Wilderness River Trail. It is, as the name kind of tells you, it's a river trail focused on paddling experiences along the Ocklawaha River. So kind of tying in all the boat ramps, and then it has the opportunity to work with the Fish and Manatee group to kind of showcase that and really highlight other sites. And these could kind of be a good tourism draw for kayaking. It's a big industry, and you could have either multi-day paddling experiences with opportunities for campsites or just a single day experiences. Our next one is a historic Steamboat River tour. This would be a combination of maybe tying in with that river trail while also having a driving experience as well. And again, as I mentioned, the Ocklawaha River has a history of a lot of uh, historic steamboat use back in, I think, the 1800s. So there's a lot of landings that would kind of be themed towards steamboat, and some benefits would obviously be historical, so people who are interested in the history, as well as recreational and economical of having opportunities at these landings for people to get out, maybe purchase something, or just enjoy the scenery. And our final project is the Lake Rodman Fish Management Area. So this is obviously focused on really just providing anglers with a place to come and enjoy. And also, largemouth bass are a huge importance to the area, especially now. So really, just providing that, and really also just not infringing on the angler's traditions of their enjoyment for the fishing. So some benefits would be environmental, recreational, and economical. So the overall benefits of restoration, focusing on the economics, in 2020, or in June 2020 of this year, a restoration study was completed by economics professor Alan Hodges from the University of Florida, and it looked at the economic benefits that a restored river could offer. So he did a bunch of research over the couple of years of either surveys of asking people at specific sites, going around asking them survey questions, while also uh, researching just through public knowledge what the different types of area of tourism cost, savings, and just what the net benefit would be of a restored river. And so they found that there would obviously be a recreational increase, which would be about 28% change in regional vegetation. There would be savings, so there'd be $4 million plus dollars just in repair and maintenance savings, especially to like Rodman Dam. And there'd also be a return on investment, so there'd be a roughly 8.1 million economic output possibility. But that's what I have, and thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know.